best map for BlossoM. Maybe the comeback is real.
Hey, it's my birthday. I want to see something crazy happening. Going to
You might get your wish.
Yes, and my wish is my wish starts with C, and the second half starts with G. Men can dream, Wolf.
Men can dream, but dreams will be shattered by the harsh reality of the meta.
That's so true.
Or of life, whichever way you want to see it. I mean,
life comes at you.
Life has a
anytime.
pretty big meta. You know, the meta right now is, as it has been for the past few decades, is to go to school, go to college, get a job, get married. That is the meta.
And watch esports all day.
If you fail to adapt to that meta, you might find yourself jobless. You might find yourself on the street.
Thanks for very encouraging on my happiest day. Let's go to game number 4. Spider Queens, as we mentioned, L5, because they lost game number 3. They will get first ban. Maybe it's time to ban Ariel. Ariel still to this day seems pretty strong, even without that talent. Maybe Ariel was way too super OP. Now she's stepped down a little bit, and Ariel is still OP.
I mean, she's still strong for the same reasons, just not incredibly strong. The 2 games where L5 banned Ariel first were on Towers of Doom and Sky Temple. The only game they lost was when they did not ban Ariel and BlossoM had first pick. Because BlossoM does not have first pick this time, they don't feel it's necessary. They're going to ban Gondar's favorite hero for the map. And that will be the Stitches.
I have a feeling that L5 may be targeting all the tanks. Tank choke against Gondar, because I think Gondar's really started a good team fight, especially with the ETC.
I think his ETC is really good, and I think that L5 needs to respect that more than they did.
And Gondar's most played hero, especially on this map, was Stitches. So it's banned out from, but it's also kind of a throwaway ban. Either Genji, Ariel, BlossoM has to make the choice, and the leftover will be taken from L5.
Ariel ban.
Still pretty strong.
Wonder if L5 just takes Genji here. Very quick rotations. This is a great map for Tyrande ETC, by the way. It'll be Tastar, the first time he appears in this series.
Okay, they want to flex in a little bit. Maybe they're thinking about their own Vala with the hyper carry.
Remember, also, the wave clear potential on this map for Tastar is quite high. This is also a good map for Force Wall. Usually don't see it, but it's quite enjoyable to watch with good coordination from the top tier teams. Duck the best at it, I think, historically in Korea. BlossoM now holding in, trying to look for, do we gray main Uther, do we follow Uther? We need to take the follow away from Tassadar. What's the game plan here? There's not an absolutely correct answer. It's a stylistic choice. And Vala Uther has been the go-to for L5. They did Lunara Uther on Cursed Hollow. It was not enough. What's it going to be? I think it has to be an Uther rotation. Vala Zarya. Saying, okay, you got the Tastar. We're still running Vala here, though. We'll be with the Zarya earlier this time.
So they're going back to their... When they first appeared,
Season 1.
Yeah, first came to HGC. They were picking Zarya a lot more and Falstad a lot more compared to all the other teams, because they have no Chetov. He loves to play on Zarya. His shielding timing and the max amount of damage, of course. He was using a lot of poking build, and this is a different build, but still on the same hero, along with Dudu's favorite Vala. So I think this approach, and maybe they heard us. Who knows?
Maybe.
Just going back to their comfortable heroes. It's working so much better. You can tell.
This will be his second game of Zarya this split. ETC comes in with the Uther. When given a similar scenario in Game 3, they banned Abathur, actually, because they were scared of the potential Illidan pick. Is really what it seems like. Zeratul is also something they were concerned about, so removed Abathur. And we were wondering if they were going to remove the Grey Main because Lunara was out there. We weren't sure if that was going to be the path. This time it still could be with the Uther Tassadar, but it feels like Greymane is the better option, so I wonder if that's what BlossoM will ban away instead. Looking for it now. 20 seconds to decide. So the benefits of banning the Greymane or removing the extra wave clear and the kill potential against the Vala, who doesn't have the protection of either a Divine Shield or the Ariel. But they decide to ban Lunara, the one that they chose last time.
Maybe they thought with Tassadar it could be a different story for Lunara this time. Because last game, SDE was often onto the side, not healing his ally. He was trying to make his own crazy movements, doing a lot of damage, of course, but it didn't really help Lunara to do sustained damage so much. But with Tassadar, it could be a total different story, so banning Lunara seems like an okay choice against the Vala.
Yeah. We'll give them the Greymane if they want it, though. For L5, I think...
Ban a support.
I think banning Rhaegar is pretty solid here.
Rhaegar, Karazim, or even Lucio is okay.
Lucio is okay. I don't think you ban the Karazim. Okay, the Garrosh ban leads me to believe we might have some dive coming in here. Remember, Genji is still available.
Yes, sir. And
Illidan is still available.
There are lots. And I think that's also a reason why they took ETC. Could be a very big threat when Illidan or even Genji dives into the other side. But let's see a little bit more. BlossoM, they still have lots of room to take it themselves. Still need to find a strong tank and a support out of those 3 empty slots.
And a support, that's just a rumor.
No. You need all 3 supports.
Johanna. So Johanna leads me to believe they're more concerned about a Greymane than they are about a melee hyper carry, like an Illidan, because Arthas would have been the normal pick if you were worried about that. Sure, they could still pick Arthas, I suppose. It would be a weird draft if they did, but they can. If they want to flex into that as the final choice there for their flex final pick.
Johanna 3 out of 3. The last 3 matches in Spider Queens. So just take a look how many more she appears. I think she will definitely climb a little more, especially on spiders.
Johanna has good wave clear. She has good blinds to deal with the heroes that do have good wave clear on the side of the team that's trying to build towards that hyper carry. And it's usually the Greymane that she's picked against almost every time. Is that what L5 is going to lock in? Yes.
And also
Leoric.
Also against ETC oftentimes too. So solo Greymane, basically all the damage. Maybe we'll see some stacks coming in along with Leoric at the same time.
Leoric is going to get so much soaking done. So much. They have Tassadar, so they can deal with the early level 1 Zarya pretty well. ETC as well can help deal with the level 1 Zarya. If they scout it out early somehow, they will dominate BlossoM. If they go and counter them, then they destroy them. Very risky to do that. But they have Leoric, who could do a little bit of scouting. So BlossoM will struggle to get the first cannon tower, actually, I think, on this map with the Zarya pick. So now that the Greymane has been shown, what do we see here? Will they want to draft into the Arthas? I don't think so. I think you're tanky enough already. I'd rather see another healer.
It's tough. Maybe Garrosh is banned away, actually. That's nice, because Leoric will be trapping, because BlossoM basically, except for Falstad, does not have any escapes. That's the thing. I think that's the reason why they banned Garrosh, because Into the Fray can help the escape for all the teammates. Nicely done by L5 so far.
Falstad can ruin the combos of the Entombs that are attempted. Falstad can split push, can deal with the solo lane Leoric very well. If we go to that split push section, Leoric will definitely be jumping between top and mid lanes, though. This is going to be a 4-man L5 that is hitting hard. The early game attempt with Zarya needs to be done carefully, or they might get punished because ETC is on the other side with Tassadar. Let's go into game number 4 to see if BlossoM can bring us that 5th and final game. Excuse me, had to sneeze there. Hooligan on ETC for L5 here. SC on Greymane. Junga on Leoric. SDE on Tassard. Swoi on Uther.
BlossoM, Wiz on Falstad, Gondar on Johanna, Mora on Regard, Dutu on Vala, No Chat on Zarya.
So, no Genji in this draft. Untouched.
Yep, just straight through the draft and lock coming up from Leoric. It seems like they want to trade a little bit. It's Johanna Falstad already is on top. The blind will help.
So L5 wins this because, as I said, BlossoM needed to be careful. They actually started late because they moved over very carefully. They should be able to actually win this at the end, but this is pretty good for L5 because they kind of won the race, if you will. And obviously now they can get rid of this gate. They can take out the healing well, which would be really nice. That's the immediate target. Junga is coming over here, but he's just going to give more energy to No Chat. Okay, they're actually looking for a pick onto Gondar. He does have his ability to get away his passive there. This is going to be a healing fountain for a healing fountain. They want more, though, in bot.
Core race?
I wish. That would be fun. I haven't got to cast a core race since Season 1 of OGN.
Let's see. Gondar is in deep trouble, and he does go down and Wiz
Oh
make...
my god.
Okay.
Wiz, you crazy man.
Wiz was spamming E, I'm pretty sure.
Well, they do get the bot fort. They're rotating up. They're going to try to catch this aggressive rotation. Not going to be able to do so. Mora takes a bite out of SC. Well, that's going to be it. They didn't get the top fort, but this is obviously the level 1s for Zarya end up going this way a lot of the time. Just because she does so much damage better than anybody else to the structures. Cocktail build coming out from Greymane, by the way, nothing crazy.
A little interesting. Q build coming out from Vala. And again, basic attack, auto attack from No Chat. Is it going to be enough damage with all the sustain on the other side?
It's a good question. It's not a whole lot of sustain. There is
Only
burst.
when No Chat has full energy all the time. I think it's very conditional.
I think it's okay because the heals are also burst. So it's not like they're going to out-heal him because he doesn't have a lot of auto attacks. Good dodge here by Dudu, by the way, on this Vala again. Hooligan is getting low too.
Self-shield.
Does get out from that Uther heal. Now they're looking for the double. Does he have a cocktail? He does, but it's just barely not enough. Wiz needs to be careful staying for the next cocktail. Doesn't have his quest completed yet, but close call there. I think there's arguments for both, though, for the Vala. Like, I think your argument is good. Like, if I were you, I would probably... Like, if I were Vala, I should say, I would probably follow your line of thinking. Well, I think it's okay what she's decided to do here. Another pick attempt.
Shield comes in time, and also speed boost works well.
This fort is still alive, but for how much longer is the question. Good wave clear for Gondar will answer the question.
I guess
be
it
a
makes
little bit
sense
longer.
to go Q build because Falstad, Johanna, Regard, they have lots of wave clear on Zarya too, so Q build is okay if you want to keep yourself safe in the back line, I guess.
Yeah, against the Greymane dive, we'll see with the go for the throats, very helpful against that.
Yeah, we saw Dudu blowing up in game number 1, so.
Can be also very strong against ETCs that are hyper aggressive, trying to look for flanks. You just keep queuing them, and then eventually they have very little health left, and they regret being there alone. Oh, that was a great power slide. Wiz is in trouble, getting slowed now, trying to go for the flight. Will get away just over the wall. Snap decision there. Same to be true for Swoi, who also had a run-in with death. He's okay, though. They're both okay. Did Mora just dance? Yes. I swear he was dancing.
Yes, that wolf was dancing.
Okay.
And Vala had to come poke instead.
All right, so level 7's reach for both. Not a big power spike for anybody realistic at this point. 7 gems away is the turn-in for L5. BlossoM needs to stop this right now.
But slowly L5 is gaining more from...
L5 will get it. They had the faster turn-in.
Hooligan got it because they were camping in, and Fawcett was forced to go around the wall.
Sway is very low here, so be careful. Fawcett could fly in. So this is going to be strong because all the waves are already pushed here for L5. They have incredible wave clear with Tassadar and Greymane. They have such good siege onto these walls.
7 is reached, and BlossoM also has a pretty good wave clear, so they should be able to clear this one out pretty quickly.
Leoric can actually rotate between lanes because he has his level 7 now too, so he can go so quickly with his Royal Focus. As long as nobody touches him while he's in Wraith form, he goes so far so quickly. He'll just be between lanes safely. He's going to stay at the bottom lane for now. May rotate mid as L5 rotates top, looking for that top fort. Both of these cannon towers are down, so they want to get more here before they go top.
They don't want to spend time going up, so make BlossoM go up top, and L5 will save time and push this fort a little bit more. This where we were actually gets the fort regardless.
They get the top fort, they're going to look for the mid fort.
There's a power slide coming out from Hooligan. It seems like they don't want to press a little. Not yet, because they're not 10.
Chang'e does come up here. Was struggling against Falstad in the bottom lane. Okay, look at this power slide, though. This is so good. Gondar is in trouble. He already used his passive. There's the stun. Does get it now here, finally, to try to survive. But SC gets the kill. If they get another one, they might get level 10. So much extra damage coming out from No Chat. SC respects it.
Survives.
He respects that damage.
Morris looking for a kill, man. He may pay with his life. The shield comes in time. Swoy gets so low, but this one auto off the kill from Dutu.
Okay. Now, level 10 is on the horizon. L5 has almost enough for another turn, and BlossoM has to be so careful.
Dutu almost died from the cocktail damage.
BlossoM has to be so careful now, because I think they have to give the double webbers, but if they do, with all the damage that's already done to mid fort, bot fort as well, they're going to give 2 more forts up. Keeps are going to be open for the next one. But if they try to contest, they are going to lose the battle. They don't have 10. They have a lot of cool tools to contest. They have Falstad, they have Johanna's Shield Glare, they have Q-Vala, and also the grenades coming out from Zarya.
Oh, Force Wall. I thought Greymane damage was not enough. I thought we were going to very likely to see Archon instead, but they're going all in.
The Force Wall is still very strong here.
The first Entomb.
No Chat's just going to eat the energy, though. He's not the target they wanted. Hooligan's looking for a Mosh Pit here. Does go to the power slide. Yep, doesn't need it.
Is gone, and No Chat will be dead.
Okay, Wiz is looking for the turn-in. Sneaks it. That was huge. Wow, what an incredible play, because this is the dangerous moment where they could have lost the Webbers when they already have camps against them in bot and mid. But the problem is that we were talking about what the Webbers are going to accomplish, and had they gotten them here, they would have definitely gone directly to 2 keep walls. Now, they actually get their own. Hooligan does want to use this Mosh Pit, not just yet.
The shield was already used, so if he wants to turn this around, he can. But Leoric is not here yet. Still taking care of the Webweaver on the bottom lane.
So they lost both forts without the Webbers. L5 got those because they had Leoric split pushing bottom. They had the fight win in the mid lane. But they keep their hope alive because this Webweaver could lead to a fight where they fight on even talent tiers. It's not there yet, and they're barely going to even touch the mid fort wall. And look at that, the top cannon tower hasn't even taken a single point of damage. The top one in the top lane has taken very little as well, only using ammo here to defend. So a lot of gems kind of wasted in one sense, but you can't let this game snowball away or everything just falls apart. They have enough for another turn-in. If they can take a fight here, they're not going to be able to do it on even talent tiers with 13 just around the corner. But that is the goal, is to win a fight here before this game gets out of hand. Get a second Weaver push before the waves are pushed on their side so they can get those forts, they can catch up.
Does Vala and also Greymane finish their quest. And Wiz may be in danger. Chang'e does not have an ECC available, so let's use the flight. Wiz surviving every single time like that. It really forces out big rotation coming out from L5 all the time. Hooligan holding into Mosh Pit. Can give pressure, but you're looking for kills. You do have the lead, but you do want to snowball the lead, and BlossoM has been pretty good soaking in, and these kind of sneaky turn-in has been really turning game around a little bit.
Yeah, definitely been pretty successful at these sneak turn-ins, but L5 should be able to get their second Webweaver now. They will. They had better position. There was no way BlossoM could get a second turn in. It was nice to get the deposit, though, because it means that next time Rhaegar gets in danger, he won't be worried about his gem count. But this is the Web Weavers that push the keeps. This is the Web Weaver push that starts to put the real kill pressure on BlossoM in this series. They already had the waves prepped. They're all going directly towards keep walls. The fort's all down.
It's really tough for BlossoM to come defend because there's a force wall, there's a tomb, the mosh pit. The threat is, the range is so much that they can't even contest, so they are going around and contesting the bottom lane, clearing the other side first, and then when the wall is destroyed, when L5 is pressured inside the keep, then they will try to engage.
Okay, this is going to be possibly game over. BlossoM needs to defend this perfectly. Need a good engage. Blessed Shield could be the start of that. Wiz flew in, but he didn't use the gust. Waited for a better opportunity. Wanted to maybe grab SC there, but decided not to. Okay, here we go. This is going to be it. They're going to look for the pick here. Graviton used. Dudu does get the Ancestral, and now they're looking for the Blessed Shield engage. The Expulsion Zone made them waste Ancestral, or sorry, made them waste the Divine Shield. They are going to back away. They do keep all three keeps alive. That was the goal. That was required. L5 is in a position, though, where they could get another turn in right now.
Yeah, that's the thing. They got their keeps, but it's very damaged. I believe all three walls, except for this top one, is down. And this camp, along with another set of Web Weavers, can be disastrous, can actually take both keeps out.
Looks like L5 doesn't want the Web Weavers until they have another camp. That's why they're going to have Greymane take this. He's like, okay, I started. You can turn it if you want. Wiz is top. They know they have 2 levels of scaling advantage. They're about to have another talent tier advantage. Greymane goes this so quickly. They can control the zones during this time. They get the turn in. And BlossoM just feels like they are dying a slow and painful death here. Second by second. Objective by objective. The tomb is available.
But not yet, because Greymane still needs some time to come up.
Yep. Looks like he's going to be pushing bot. Not even going to be with the team. Leoric going top to prep the top wave. 3v5 is mid. They're getting choked out on all sides. Look at the wave clear. It's insane for L5 what wave clear they have. The siege power. They want to now rotate in to get this keep. They already prepped the bot. They already prepped the top.
All right, Hooligan, let's see it. You've been holding the mosh pit for a long, long time. And 3 levels apart. Talent down still for BlossoM. This keep, first keep is down, and they're going to move to the bottom. Gust already used.
Used very early in Tomb. Already up now, and Wiz is so dead.
Does not get Ancestral.
He is so dead.
Oh
Ancestral didn't even start to animate there. No Chat is now very, very low. They're trying to use the core here as their defensive battery now. The bot keep is dead. Web Weaver's on the core. Luckily that Web Weaver's attacking the wall, but I don't think it's going to matter.
False wall is here. Gondar is going very low. Hooligan still has his mosh pit, holding it for the entirety of the game.
Web Weaver's still attacking the gate, but No Chat very low. Had full energy. Look at this Divine Shield. Keeps Chung alive. Dudu's chased by the Lich King himself. Will be taken out.
You know how good of a game you're having if your Divine Shield goes on to Leoric, and even without a single mosh pit, L5 seems like they are going to take this game away from BlossoM.
Didn't need it. 8-0. Not a perfect game. They lost their bot fort, but it was pretty close. Wiz will survive here, but it won't matter. His team will not. That is going to be the 3-1 score here for L5. A tough series for them, perhaps disappointed in their performance given the map of Cursed Hollow is one of their best. But BlossoM did take that win. They fell short, though, when it came to controlling the Web Weavers.
The mosh value was off the charts today, and the pressure was real. Not even needing to use it even once. But I think they were just so pressured because there were lots of zoning tools available for them. BlossoM could not really do much. Dudu, I feel like he did so much damage in that game, but just not enough against the double support on the other side.
L5 is very disappointed with their performance tonight, and rightfully should be. They struggled with the drafts, 2 of them, realistically, you could argue. Even the final draft wasn't pure. It definitely had some flexibility there they went into at the end with the Leoric pick. That didn't necessarily mean that they were going to get value on a map where the Soul Laner is the least valuable. And they won the game because they controlled the turn-in so much. I think what BlossoM could take away from this series, though, is win ahead, winning team fights, learning how to punish, because they certainly they even though they won Cursed Hollow, the game was almost still taken back from them, because when they won massive team fights, did the solo queue thing that everyone's had that guy in solo queue. It's like after you get the team wipe and all the keeps are down, he's like, let's do boss. You're like, no.
Like, pings go down everywhere.
After they got the 5-man wipes on Cursed Hollow, they were like, we should clear the waves. I'm like, there were some better moments they could have capitalized on. But L5, some holes in their play, and I think the biggest winner tonight is MV Black, who's sitting back in the chair saying, okay, I'm learning, I'm watching.
I'm learning. There are some weaknesses, and Hooligan still has some parts to work on himself, I guess. Tyrael
especially. The Tyrael play was not fantastic.
He played a decent Tyrael back in Eastern Clash. I think he was just pressured a lot after dying multiple times when he was focused. I think there's still a lot more room to work on, so I think that's one thing for Hooligan. But it was a surprise, BlossoM taking a map off of L5. I don't think anyone really expected that to happen for tonight in Korea.
Yeah. So we'll see who we're going to interview here. For me, I always have to look at the player list to think about it spatially. Maybe I'd say SDE or Jung-Ah, but we don't have much time to debate about it, talk about it. We're going to jump right into it, find out who that is. Jigup will translate the following interview. So stay tuned.
네,
약간 스윗했나요?
네, 되게 달콤하네요.
네,
알겠습니다.
SDE.
자, 일단은 먼저 승리하신 거 축하드리고요. 본인 소개 간단히
First of all, congrats and
L5
introduce
팀에서
yourself,
올라운더
please.
포지션을 맡고 있는
Hello, I'm Flex
L5
in
SDE
L5,
아,
SDE.
MVP로 또 선정이 되셨고
김태,
그렇습니다.
김현태.
본인 오늘의 플레이에 어떻게 만족하십니까? MVP 받을 만한
Are you satisfied
가격, T1도
from
쫙
today's
있지만
match, or
오늘
you
내가 MVP야.
you deserve to get the
오진이
MVP for
사람을 볼 줄
tonight?
아는 그 정도 느낌인가요?
솔직히
Honestly,
오늘 별로 잘한 건 없는 것 같아요.
today I don't think I played
어떤
well.
부분이 좋았고
네.
어떤
Or we
부분이
played
본인
well.
플레이가 아쉬웠나요?
오늘은
In which
페사다를
parts?
빼고는 다
네.
제가 못했다고 생각해서
I think except for a few
아쉬웠고,
plays, I think I
제가 카라짐을 했었는데
don't played
네.
well, especially my Karazim.
딱히 한 게 아무것도 없어서
I don't think I did
네.
anything,
한 게 아무것도 없는데 게임까지 지면 되게 기분 안 좋고
and I didn't do anything, and we lost the game too.
그럼 또 노젠 5라고 할 것 같아가지고
And also I think
꿀잼 5 그
오늘
자체였어요.
그리고 이
called
꿀잼5의 그
No Jam
힘이
5
워낙
so
강력했기
much. No
때문에
Jam
일단
means
먼저
no fun
기분
5.
좋으시라고
어,
선물을 하나를 좀
선물이
드릴게요.
정말 여러 가지 선물이 있는데
이게
저희가 하나를
멀록이거든요.
골랐어요.
절대 넘어지거나 힘들더라도
And this is
빠르게
Murloc.
재생해서
Even if you lose, even if you
진짜
drop a game,
받고
you
정말
can
기분
regen
좋죠.
quickly and
네.
come back to life.
선물 10개가
Just
있는데
like
그걸
a-
저희가
just
일부러
like a
이거
murky.
골라가지고 드리는 거예요.
절대로 넘어지거나 무너지지 말라는 그런 느낌으로
감사합니다. 예.
멀록이잖아요.
예.
아시잖아 그 느낌. 먹기
예.
Just like
느낌 아시죠?
Murloc.
그렇죠. 예.
네.
You know the
그
feeling,
느낌이라는
right?
거예요.
예.
어떻게 선물을 만족하시나요?
예, 아주
Of course, this
기분이 좀
is a
좋아졌나요?
예,
great
기분이
gift
좋아요.
for me.
많이 좋아요?
더듬는 것 같은데.
기분
Are
지금
you
너무,
lying?
너무 좋아요.
아,
I don't think
너무
you're that
좋죠?
satisfied.
여러 번 강조하는 거 아니겠습니까? 너무 좋으니까.
You stretch this all the time
우리도 기분이
because
좋네, 그냥.
MVP 선수만 받아갈 수 있잖아요.
yeah,
저희도
only the
못 받아가요.
MVPs
네.
get to
달라 그랬더니
receive these
욕할
gifts
뻔했어요.
from
네,
HGC.
선수들만 줘야 된다고.
그렇습니다.
네.
자 어쨌든 이번에 저희 그 인터뷰 내용들 중에 뱀픽 담당이 SD에서 SC로 바뀌게 됐다.
And
예.
we found out that from SDE, the
요거
draft
본인이 뱀픽을
for
잘
the team
못해서인가요?
changed from SDE to
솔직히
SCSC.
말하면은 제가 별로 자신이 없었어요.
Well,
뱀픽이-
to be honest, I wasn't really
자신이
confident.
없는 것도
in drafting.
사실이었는데
네.
근데 승철이가 약간
And
원래
not,
이렇게
not only
표현을
that,
잘 안 하잖아요.
네.
SCSC doesn't talk too much.
하고 싶은데 약간 이런 느낌을
음.
약간
And
주는 거예요.
I got a
제가
sense
계속
of the feeling that he
혼자
wanted to do
약간
the
혼자 말하는
draft
스타일.
for the team.
아, 내가 했으면 좀 더 잘했을 텐데.
하고 싶은데 약간 막
네.
이런 식으로
어허.
쭝얼거리길래
네.
해라
He was
해라 하는데
mumbling a little bit that he like
에이, 그런 성격이
like,
있어요.
그런 식으로
I think I should
하시면
do
안
better.
하죠.
So
이스턴에서
I just let him
네.
do it
게임
starting
질
from
때까지만
Eastern.
너가 해라.
음.
그랬는데 우승을 해버렸죠.
아 우승해서 이제
And-
SCSC가 하고 있네.
And I told him,
그럴 수
I told
있네요.
SC that you can do it if we lose
뭐.
a match, and
아니 근데 그런
But we ended up
선수에게는 약간 이런 식의
winning the
방법이
entire
오를 수
thing in
있어요.
Eastern.
굉장히 현명하게 지금
and after
SCSC
Eastern
선수에게
we
그
switched a
뱀픽을
little bit to
줬는데
SCSC.
뱀픽에 있어서
예.
3세트 카라짐을 아까 얘기를 했잖아요.
Of course, as you talked about Kerasim in
본인에게
Game 3,
카라짐을 줄 때
네.
매번 기분이 좋나요?
how do you feel when you have to
개인적으로-
play Kerasim all?
안 했으면 좋겠어요.
Sometimes.
아니,
I
제가
wish that
느꼈어요.
I actually do not want to play
테사다르나
Karazim too much.
카라짐이나 나를 지키는 픽만 계속 주고 있어요. 네, 가끔 리밍을 주는데 리밍할 때는 SD 선수가 가장 빛나거든요.
장난 아니거든요.
근데
When you
다른
play
거 주면
Liming, you're
SC,
on
SC 가
fire, but
빛나요.
oftentimes when you have to
근데
protect
네.
SCSC,
테사다르는 솔직히 상관이 없어요.
상관이
I don't
없어요.
care about
근데
Tastar, but
카라짐은 조금
Karazim,
아직은 제가 준비가 안 된 것 같아요.
I don't think I'm ready yet to play Karazim too much.
지원가 쪽은 별로 안 해서 그래서 요즘
I don't play him
지원가 좀 하는데
I don't play too much
잘안
support.
되는데
I do
이번에
play
대회에서
sometimes,
하는데
but
게임까지 져가지고
after losing tonight,
없을 것 같아요.
I don't think I'll be playing even more.
네,
뭐 어쨌든
네.
잘 알겠고요.
네.
일단 뭐 초반에 가져갔었던 1패를 제외하고 지금 계속해서 승리를 가져가고 있고 L5의 앞으로의 리그를 보니까는 이제 바로 템페스트란 경기가 있죠.
Of course, L5
템페
taking lots of
마이티
win, but
꽤
right
좀,
after
좀
you have a match against
능력치 높은
Tempest,
팀들과의 경기가 준비가 되어 있고
네네.
그렇게 겪고 나서
and through a few
9월
teams,
17일 일요일에
and on Sunday,
블랙과의 경기가 있습니다.
September 17th, you
사실은
have one
이기고
against.
있어야
MVP
그거를
Black.
타는 거잖아요. 흐름을.
That will be the big
예,
one.
충분히 가능성 있습니까? 블랙까지.
Do you think
무패로
you
가요.
have good chances against them?
자신감만 보면은
네.
지금 나머지 4명이 자신감이 진짜
Just talking about the
치솟았어요.
confidence
아,
level,
그래요?
the other
근데
4 on my
오늘
team,
한판
I think
지고
they're full of
네.
또
confidence.
바닥까지 또 떨어졌어요.
아, 자신감이
예.
But
뭐죠?
Now
롤러코스터인가요? 네.
because of
뭐예요
few
그게?
games
우리가
today, I
그러니까
think they
네.
dropped down
1등
to the
각이다
bottom.
이랬는데
각이다.
예,
아.
한 판을 지면은 이게 물거품이에요.
Like
아하.
they
아,
climb up
다시
to
초기화가
the
돼서.
Mount Everest
승패라든가
on their
이런
confidence
세트도
level,
치를
but
또
if they
따지고
lose
있으니까.
one single
내가
game,
왠지
they drop down to hell.
얘들 이러다 한 판 질 것 같은데 이랬는데 오늘 딱 졌어요.
네.
그래가지고
We were thinking that I was thinking that
네.
with this kind of confidence level, it was about time to
어쨌든
lose
뭐
one game, and then we dropped one
쫙
tonight.
하고 그 승점 쫙 한번 빨아 먹으면
예.
그때는 또 얘기 또 달라지는 거잖아요.
Of course, you have lots of matches
네.
before, so
자신감이 생길 테니까
네.
if you
뭐 그런 의미에서 더
win a lot
열심히
before
해야겠죠.
Black, so you
지금
can
뭐
still come back.
승리에 대한 그런 확신은 분명히 있습니까? vs 블랙과의 경기.
확신이요?
네.
Are you sure
확신 없어요.
to win against Black?
네.
I'm not
할 만은
sure.
한것 같아요.
I'm not
할
certain
만하다.
for sure.
But
I think it's
L5가 지난주
doable.
경기에서 이지원가를
네.
좀 주력으로 쓰고
네.
바로 MVP 블랙 경기를 봤더니
네.
따라하는 느낌이 있었어요.
네.
네, 이런 거는
And
어떻게
after
보면
you
메타를
play
주도하는 거 지금
Having double support, double
L5라는
tank, and MVP Black started to
그거는
mimic your
저희가 그냥
playstyle too.
악경기여서 그랬던 거 같아요.
악경기여서
다들 지금 이지원가만 하는데
I think it was just
저희가
because we
악경기여서
played
어.
before them,
다음번에
and a lot of team just
그
doing double support. So
자꾸
I don't think they were trying to follow us in any ways.
인터뷰가 쉽지가 않네. 그렇다고 그 SC는 말고 이제 다른
네.
친구로다가 좀 부탁 좀 할게요.
예 알겠습니다.
And next time SDE,
단도직입적으로 진짜만 얘기하니까 아주 힘들어서.
네,
알겠습니다.
when you send
자,
up,
앞으로,
please don't
또
send
팬분들에게,
SCSC next time,
각오 좀
and
들어보고
send someone else up.
저희가
Let's
그래도
hear
한판
your last
졌어도
shoutouts.
되게 성적은 좋고
네.
앞으로 다 이기면 또 블리즈컨 2등으로 가서
Phase 2 Part 2, we've been having a
보여드릴 수
good
있을 것
run,
같아요.
and
열심히 준비할
if we
거고
do okay, we'll be going to
HGC
BlizzCon straight as a
승부를
second
많이
place. So
정말 맞아요. 네.
until the end, we'll
잘하네요, 되게.
예.
원래 이렇게 자기 PR을
until the end we will be playing well,
예.
and
다음에는
hopefully
MVP를
we play better later on.
가장 잘하더라도
네.
스워이를 올려.
And I stream sometimes, so check it out.
아닌 것 같아요.
수호에는 별로 추천 안 하는데
And come follow
다음에
me.
올라서 또 홍보하세요.
L5가 전체적으로 추천할 만한 사람이 없어요 지금. 그러니까 이제
네.
거르다 보니까 스워이까지 가는 거니까요.
아, 예, 알겠습니다.
알겠습니다. 앞으로도
SE
좋은 모습 보여주시길 바라도록
Dropping the
하겠습니다.
commercials on
오늘 인터뷰
himself.
해주셔서 감사의 말씀 또 전해드리고요. 그리고 저희는 경기 결과 확인해
It
보겠습니다.
seems like that's the end of the interview. A lot of fun.
Well, L5 takes the series 3-1. Again, a disappointing result for them. SDE very disappointed in his performance on Karazim, as was noted there. But that is going to do it for this weekend for us. Don't forget there will be EU and North America later on this evening. So do tune into those matches, and we'll be back on Friday. We're just a few weeks away from playoffs now, and
That's right.
that means just a few more weeks away from BlizzCon. So it's all coming to a close here.
Oh yes.
Very excited.
The mid-season was surely exciting, but the BlizzCon is the finale, of course, and these Korean teams are getting ready for that final stage. And I think with this pace, L5 and Black should be going to BlizzCon, and one more team after the playoff, I think very likely to be Tempest. But with today's games like BlossoM, they won against Miracle. No, Miracle actually beat BlossoM, but they've been climbing up. and even taking a game off of L5. Who knows what's going to happen by the time we have playoffs.
That's right. So top 6 will play in playoffs. So as it is right now, BlossoM will face off against Miracle. There's still a chance they could face or survive and force Mighty down to that 5th place spot. If they continue to rise, there's definitely a small chance that occurs
Yes.
if they outperform Mighty in the coming weeks. So look forward to that. Of course, RR and Raven are